Hi, hopefully you just finished listening to and following along with one of my favorite stories, The Day the Crayons Quit. And the story's filled with a lot of different fun letters to Duncan from the crayons. So each letter is written by a different crayon and expressing or talking about their feelings on being used in the crayon box. So each one had a different idea, different question for Duncan. And what you're going to be doing today is you're going to be choosing one of the crayons whose story you thought was funny, or you thought was interesting, or that maybe you could relate to. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be Duncan. You're going to be Duncan writing to that crayon. So if you were Duncan, and let's say blue crayon, you wanted to write back to blue crayon. I want you to go back into the video and listen to that part again and look at that part. And I'm going to go into the book because I have it here. And let's say if I was blue crayon, I remember pretty much of it, but I want to go back just to have my facts straight because good readers always go back into the story. And here was blue crayon. If you remember blue crayon, there he is at the bottom. He's very tall and stubby. Remember, his concern for Duncan was that I need a break. Your very stubby friend, blue crayon. So if I were to write to him as Duncan, because remember your assignment is you are Duncan writing to one of the crayons. You can pick any crayon you want. I'm just gonna say, I'm Duncan and I'm gonna write to the blue crayon. So my letter would start, Dear stubby friend, because he's blue crayon. And he said, your very stubby friend, blue crayon. Or he could write, Dear stubby friend, blue crayon. This is Duncan. I got your letter and oh, I'm so sorry the way you feel. Yes, I know that I use you a lot, but there are so many things that are blue. I know you're stubby and you need a break, but maybe I could use other colors instead of you. Or maybe instead of lakes and rivers, maybe I could do hills and mountains. So instead of rain, maybe I could draw more sunshine. Ooh, but then I'd have to pick between the orange and the yellow. So that's just an idea of how you would do a letter. Or if you want it to be, I'm just gonna open it up to, yellow crayon. Remember what's going on with yellow crayon? Yellow and orange kind of have this little fight going on. And it said, your pal and the real color of the sun, orange crayon. So remember, orange crayon thinks that orange crayon's the color of the sun, and orange and yellow are having this little fight over who's the most important or who should be the color of the sun. So if you were Duncan writing to them, it would be, Dear orange crayon, and one of the colors of the sun. Maybe like that. And then you would address his concerns, that he thinks that he's the only one that can be a sun. And I know I've seen sunsets that are beautiful, that are all different colors. The same thing with sunrises. Maybe you could talk about that in your letter. Or maybe you could pick, who else was there in pink? Pink crayon, who thinks that pink is the color for girls. Your unused friend, pink crayon, think about what it would be like to not be used. So if you were Duncan writing to, my dear unused pink crayon friend, and then maybe why you would use pink. Or white. Remember, white feels left out. White feels your empty friend. And being left out isn't a good place to be. So maybe ways that Duncan could use the white. Or the black who's always the outline. Black wants to be a beach ball. Black wants to be something fun. So pick one of the crayons, find a creative way to write back to them. Remember, you are Duncan. So go back through and listen and find a crayon that you would like to be. So if it was purple, it would be Dear very neat friend, Purple Crayon. Ooh. Dear beige friend, Beige Crayon. Dear very tired friend, Gray Crayon. So pick one of those and then tell them how you would address or how you would make them feel better. Because remember, the story is the day the crayons quit. That means they're done. Every crayon has a problem. Every crayon pretty much isn't happy. Even Green Crayon, who said he's very happy and very pleased, he's not happy because his friends are arguing. And I know when my friends argue, it kind of makes me feel bad. So be Duncan, write to a crayon. You're going to put it on the Google Doc that is right next to this link. And then for Thursday's morning meeting, I want to share our letters because I know you guys are phenomenal. You're wonderful writers. You can be creative. You can be funny. This is a chance to be funny and to create something. So we're going to share those letters on Thursday's morning meeting. So you have a couple days to get them done. Think about it. Watch the story a couple times if you need to. And write back. I can't wait to hear your letters.